friends, Stephanie here, and I'm back with more movie chatter. And I know I'm a little late to the game here, but what I have for you today are some Criterion picks for the ongoing Barnes&Noble 50% off Criterion sale that started June 26th, kind of early this year, and it goes through July 26th. And if you're not able to pick up what you want through Barnes&Noble, if they sell out or they're out of stock of things, make sure you check on Amazon because they do some very competitive price matching, and I've been lucky in the past to pick up things on Amazon that I wasn't able to get through Barnes&Noble. So I'm just going to get right into it. I have 10 films here, and I hope you find something or a few somethings that you like because I tried to pick catalog titles along with some newer releases. And this first one, I kind of just stumbled upon it while I was searching through the Criterion collection to see maybe things that I hadn't heard of or things I haven't checked out yet. And this has been in a while. It's Spy Number 698. It's a Steven Soderbergh film, very early Steven Soderbergh film. It's from 1993. It's 103 minutes in color and in English. And it says it's his first Hollywood studio production. And this basically takes place in St. Louis during the Great Depression. And we have a family of four. We have a little boy who, I guess he's about 12 years old. He's our main character. He has a little brother, his mother and father. The family sends the little brother to live with relatives because they can't afford to take care of the whole family. The mother has tuberculosis. She's sent to a sanitarium, hospital, so she's an inpatient hospital. And the father gets a job. He's a traveling salesman. I believe he's selling watches. And what he's trying to do is he is trying to make enough money while he's on the road to get the family out of the apartment situation that they're in, because it's a really bad situation that they're living in these apartments. They get evicted and people are having a really hard time hanging on to their homes. So he leaves the little 12-year-old guy behind, and his job is to make sure that he doesn't lose the family apartment. He has to fend for himself. He has to get food for himself. And he's a smart little guy. And this is a combination of a coming-of-age story and a family drama, if you will, taking place during the Great Depression. And he's kind of taken under the wing of a very young Adrian Brody. I would say he's in his 20s, who's kind of a petty thief, and he's a wheeler dealer, but he gets things that the little kid needs. So if the kid needs food or if he needs clothes, he definitely takes the boy under his wing, and he will do things that are like, he'll steal a case of liquor to get the kid, you know, and help get the kid some food. But he really looks out for the little guy, and it's a really, really great movie. I was so surprised by this one. It was so good. I couldn't believe that I hadn't seen it and I hadn't heard of it before. But if you are interested in something really good and really different, definitely check out King of the Hill from Steven Soderbergh. You will not be disappointed. This is really, really good. So there's that. Now this next one, I'm surprised more people aren't talking about this because this is a fantastic film. I first got it on imprint about a year ago when they put it out on Blu-ray, and it is Dustin Hoffman in Lenny. It's a Bob Fosse film, and this one is it's a biopic about the comedian Lenny Bruce. And this is a 4K Blu-ray combo. It's from 1974. It's 111 minutes. It is all in black and white, and it is in English. Now, the thing about Lenny Bruce is he was really cutting edge. He was way ahead of his time. He was considered lewd, obscene. Some of the things that he was saying, he was considered illegal. He was getting arrested, all kinds of things. But he was a groundbreaking comedian and really paved the way for what we see today. If it hadn't been for Lenny Bruce, the people that are up there doing comedy wouldn't be allowed to do or say most of the things that they're doing. Dustin Hoffman is fantastic in this. It's one of the best biopics I've ever seen. It's incredible, and his story is incredible, and everyone should know his story because Lenny Bruce is a very, very important person in American history and comedy and what have you, but really, really good stuff, and I'm so happy that it came to Criterion. That is a must-have. Now this one is another great one, and I know a lot of people saw this one before it even came to the collection. It was pretty popular, pretty well received, very well received. And this is a film by Jafar Panahi. I think I'm saying his name correctly. And if you know about him, I'll talk a little bit about him, but if you know about him, you already know his story. He's an Iranian who is banned from making films in his home country. So he kind of makes his films guerrilla style, like he's sneaking around and he's doing things remotely in other countries. Like he'll shoot the film in Turkey remotely, but it's very, very complicated, and people have actually gone to jail for working with him, and also he's done jail time. This one is called It Was Just an Accident. It is spine number 1317. It's the 4K Blu-ray combo edition. It's from 2025. It's 103 minutes in color. It is in Persian with English subtitles. And this is an award-winning film, and basically what it is there's a fella who has an accident. And he has an accident, and he goes into a like a mechanic shop, a repair shop, to try to get help with his car after he's had this accident. And when he goes in the shop, he runs across a mechanic, and the mechanic is sure that this guy who's come in for help is someone who had been his captor when he was jailed, and is someone who brutally tortured him while he was in prison. So what he does is he tries to gather a bunch of his friends who would also be able to recognize him and figure out if this is the man that they think he is without him knowing what they're doing. And that's all I'm going to say. This is an amazing film by an amazing filmmaker. Just watch it, see as many of his films as you can, but definitely put this one high on your list. It Was Just an Accident. It's excellent. And some of his other films are, this one is also from the Janus Contemporaries that are part of the Criterion collection, and you can get these for about $15 during the sale. This one is No Bears. And then we have two from Kino Lorber. He has a film called Taxi, which is kind of reminds me of the HBO Taxi Cab Confessions, because that's kind of how he films it. And then this last one is Three Faces. So you can check these out, do your homework, see if they're interesting to you, and if so, definitely pick them up. But like I said, this one you can get for about $15. I watched it once. I can't remember the whole plot of it, but I remember liking it. I have to rewatch it. It's on my pile to rewatch. Now this next one is a film by Jacques Tati, and I have talked many times about his box set, the complete Jacques Tati, and this is, I believe, 7 films. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Yes, this is 7 films and a booklet. If you want to take a chance and pick up the entire box set, now is the time to do it. This is a wonderful, hilarious box set that I love. But my favorite film that used to be a standalone film in the Criterion collection, then it was taken out, now it's put back in. This is the 4K edition. It was a Blu-ray, now it's back in 4K. Playtime. This is my very favorite film in that box set. I've talked about it before. This is spine number 112, so it's been in the collection for a long time. Like I said, it was on Blu-ray, taken out of print, put in the box set, and now the 4K is a standalone. This is from 1967. It's 123 minutes in color, and it is in French with English subtitles. There's not tons of dialogue. This is really a visual experience, and it's very hard for me to explain what the plot of the film is, because there isn't really a plot. It is like, it's mad chaos, and it is hilarious. You will laugh through the entire film. If you need a pick-me-up, which we could all use right now, you will love Playtime. They use every inch of the screen, and there is something going on in every area of the screen. Everywhere you look, there's something new to laugh at, and every time you watch this film, there will be something that you didn't see the last 5 times you watched it. But this is a wonderful film, and it's really just meant to make you laugh. We have this guy who's on vacation, or he's away, and he's looking for someone, and as he's looking for someone, he comes upon all these different scenes. Like, he'll be in a restaurant, or he'll be in a maze looking for someone, and all these things are happening around him. He's out in traffic, he's trying to get across the street, and it's just chaos. That is the word of this movie. Chaos and laughter describe this movie perfectly. Playtime, just see it. You will not regret it. You will love every minute of it. I know I do. And like I said, every time I watch it, I see something different. It's fantastic. And this next one is based on the true crime book written by Truman Capote. And this one is called In Cold Blood. This one is spine number 781. It's the Blu-ray edition. It's from 1967. It's 134 minutes in black and white and in English. And Truman Capote wrote a bestseller about this horrific crime that took place where a family of 4 was actually slaughtered in their own house. And they picked these two, it says that the actors were cast for their unsettling resemblances to the killers they play. Robert Blake and Scott Wilkinson give authentic, unshowy performances as Perry Smith and Dick Hickok, who in 1959 murdered a family of 4 in Kansas. They were going in to rob the house. The family was home, so they slaughtered them. And what ends up happening is, not in this movie, but in this movie, Truman Capote befriends one of them to get the real story. He pretends that he's the guy's friend, and he gets the story out of the guys about what happened with this horrific crime. But this movie in particular is about the crime itself and the criminals. Very, very good. This is so good. But what I would suggest is see this one. It's called Capote. It stars Philip Seymour Hoffman. It's a great companion piece because this really studies the relationship between Truman Capote and Perry. And the two of these are a wonderful doubleheader. You can't miss with these. They're both fantastic. I say get them both and watch them back to back. I would say watch Capote first and then watch In Cold Blood. You will not be disappointed, especially if you're a true crime junkie. And Philip Seymour Hoffman is amazing as Truman Capote. Okay, we just have 5 more quick ones and we'll be out of here. Now this next one, I'd heard about the film, but it really came on my radar when Mark from Orbit DVD highly recommended it on their weekly live stream that they do over on YouTube on their channel every Wednesday at 4 o'clock. And this one is called Sentimental Value. It is spine number 1311. It is the 4K Blu-ray combo edition. It is from 2025. It's 133 minutes in color. It is in Norwegian and English with English subtitles. And this one actually stars Elle Fanning. Not Nell, Elle. Anyway, basically what this is about is we have 2 sisters and they have lost their mother. Their mother has passed away. Their father is estranged from them. And what happens is one of the gals is an actress and her father is a filmmaker, and he shows up on their doorstep and all of a sudden he wants to make amends and he wants his one daughter to star in this film that he's written, and he basically says, you know, he's written it for her and about her, whatever, what have you. And what we do is we follow this family on this journey of healing and grief and loss and just, you know, all kinds of emotions, anger, love, happiness, sadness, you name it, it's in here. And it is a fascinating look at the dynamics of a broken family trying to come back together. And I can't say too much about it because I don't want to ruin it, but this is everything. It lived up to every expectation I had. So if you're into this type of thing, like grief and loss and trying to heal from all that, and along with like the dysfunctional family aspect, you will love Sentimental Value because it is so, so good. And I'm so happy that Mark recommended it because it definitely pushed me to pick it up, and I don't regret it because it's one I will watch over and over again. Now this one has an American remake starring Kiefer Sutherland and Sandra Bullock. It's called The Vanishing. This is the Dutch original version, which I think is so much more terrifying. This is spine 133, so again, one that's been in the collection for a very long time. This is a Blu-ray edition. I don't know that there's a 4K edition. I don't think they announced one. This is from 1988. It's 106 minutes in color. It is in French and Dutch with English subtitles. And basically what we have is we have a couple. They're on a road trip. They stop at a rest stop and the boyfriend stays at the car. The gal goes in to the rest stop to get them refreshments and whatnot, and she never comes back, so she's missing. And he spends like the next 3 years trying to find out what happened to her, where she is, who took her, trying to retrace the steps. It just drives him mad, and he is obsessed with finding out what happened to her. And all I can tell you about this movie is it is absolutely terrifying. And the American remake is pretty rough too. Jeff Bridges plays a really sinister part in that one, but this is really the superior film if you ask me. They're both good, but this is the superior film. So if you haven't seen The Vanishing, definitely pick this one up, especially if you're into these types of films, and really, really great stuff. Okay, and this next one is a newer release in the Criterion. It's a film by Sidney Lumet. I'm a huge fan of Sidney Lumet, and this is one of my favorites of his, as I know many people feel the same way. This is Spy Number 1300. It is the 4K Blu-ray combo edition. It's from 1976. It's 121 minutes. It's in color, and it is in English, and it is called Network. And this is just such an amazing film. It's a thriller, a drama, a dark comedy. And basically what we have is we have this late night show, and we have this host, and his ratings aren't great. He's not doing great. And Faye Dunaway is kind of one of the higher ups and who runs this network. And they decide that, you know, he's got to go. We'll give him 2 weeks, and he's got to go. We have to close out his program. And this host, he decides he's just not going to have it. And he goes off. He just becomes totally unhinged every night. And his ratings go through the roof. And they can't get rid of him because the people now love him. They live for his show. They're quoting him on the streets. They're yelling out the windows. And what does he say? We're mad as hell and we're not, I'm mad as hell and we're not going to take it anymore. Or we're mad as hell and we're not going to take it anymore. And that's what everybody's yelling. You hear them all over the city yelling this. And the higher ups are like, well, what are we going to do? We can't get rid of him because he's totally unhinged, and that's what the audience wants. So basically what it is it's a kind of tongue-in-cheek and dark comedy look at this media cycle that we go on as the American public. And this is obviously, this is relevant today, but this was in 1976. So this has been going on a long time. And it's really a look at how we interact with the ongoing news cycle, and whether it's good or it's bad, we want to see it all, we want to hear it all. And it's really an interesting look at that dynamic that the American public has with these news cycles and these late night programs. But if you haven't seen Network, I highly recommend it. You will not be disappointed. It is so good, and the ending is everything. So just stick with this. And Faye Dunaway, not really crazy about her in this one, but I think she's supposed to be a very unlikable character, but she nails it in this one. And this next one is a film that I thought would be relevant for today. It is called I, Daniel Blake. I've talked about this before, not in a while, but I've talked about it before. Another one that's been in the collection for a bit, it's Spy Number 906. This is the Blu-ray edition. I'm not sure if it got a 4K yet, but it's from 2016. It's 100 minutes. It's in color, and it is in English. And this one takes place in Britain. And we have a guy, Daniel Blake, and he has suffered a heart attack, and he needs to go through the social services network that they have there because he's unable to work, and he needs the benefits that he's entitled to. And what we do is we follow him on the labyrinth of nonsense that he has to go through just to get what he's entitled to, and how he struggles when he is at like the lowest point in his life as far as his survival, his health, the whole thing. And these are things that he's entitled to, and just, we see what people go through just to get the benefits and the help that they're entitled to from their government. And it's not very far off from what we deal with here, and I'm sure in many other countries. And like I said, this one's from 2016, so it's quite relevant. And we just see the frustration and how hard it is just to get through all the red tape that is social services. And you will not regret watching this one because it is so relevant and holds up today. And this is 10 years ago that this movie was made, and it is still so on point for what we see people going through today. Really good. Highest recommendations for I, Daniel Blake. I love that movie. Sad, but it's sad that people have to deal with all that, but I love it. Now this one is one that I really like. It's a Noah Baumbach film. It's Spy Number 845. It is from 2005. It's 81 minutes. It's in color. It's in English. And this is the Blu-ray edition. And it is The Squid and the Whale. It stars Laura Linney, Jeff Daniels, Jesse Eisenberg, and Owen Klein. And basically what this is Laura Linney and Jeff Daniels are married. They're both writers. Jeff Daniels is a professor. And Jesse Eisenberg and Owen Klein are their two young sons, and the parents decide that they are going to get divorced, and they tell the sons. And basically what we do is we follow this family as they try to navigate this very unconventional and very off-putting divorce. It's so bizarre, and they have like the parents have conversations with the kids that like you should probably never have, and the mother gets a boyfriend, and that's a whole conversation, and then the little guy Owen Klein is coming of age and things are happening and he's exploring different parts of himself that little boys will do, but it's really a very interesting dynamic, and it's a dark comedy, but it's a very serious topic. It's a family navigating a divorce, but really, really good stuff. And I love this movie, and I know so many people that have purchased this movie for years and have talked about it, that they love it. And it's a really great film from Noah Baumbach. And if you want to see a really unconventional divorce and a movie that's going to suck you in, definitely check out The Squid and the Whale. It is well worth the pickup. So those are 10 films that I would recommend at least checking out during the sale. And if you want me to do more of these recommendations, I'm happy to do that. I'm probably not going to pick up anything. I think I just have Hairspray coming in because that's one I didn't pick up. But other than that, I'm not really buying anything from the sale right now. I'm kind of trying to hold back. I sent in some new things for store credit, so the store credit will continue. But I don't really need anything right now from Criterion. I'm kind of trying to play catch up with my watch pile. But that's it for me today. I want to thank you all for watching. I hope you found this helpful. I hope you enjoyed it. I hope you find some things to pick up. And I hope everyone's doing well. Stay cool. We have a bad heat wave coming. It's all over the world, but it's coming to the United States this weekend. So stay cool, stay in, watch some movies. Let me know in the comments what you're picking up, what you like, what you don't like, if there's anything in this pile that interested you. But that's going to do it for me, so I will catch you in the next one. So for now, that's a wrap.